And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. The headliner in this one, Singy, the league leader in OPS. He's been terrifying to pitchers all season.
And he's such a well-rounded hitter, Boog. He's been the key to this lineup, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set. And towing the slab here, Taj Bradley.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Next offering is fouled back. That's off the mark. The count now 2-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
The batter now, Ezekiel Tovar. That's towards center. DeLuca makes the grab, one away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And a swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Into center and a base hit. Doyle headed for the plate. He will score and the Rockies take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball bat.
One gone, runner at first. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. That one finds the zone. 1-2. And a pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to the left. Oh, and it hits the base. Throw into third. He's in there.
He's safe.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
2 on, 1 out. Tolia, the next to hit. And a ground ball to first. Off balance feed, there's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Antonio Senzatella. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. And that one ripped to left, and it's caught for the out. Take a look at the lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third, the first baseman,
Yandy Diaz now. Runner on the move.
Here. 1-2.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And he grounds one to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
batting fourth, the second baseman, Brandon.
Lau at the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Lau with a homer in his last game. That's a base hit as a run scores. Oh, he botches it. Still manages a throw. The tag and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning. But they push across 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and no one left on. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. All tied 1-1. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Up the middle. Kim tosses to first.
He's out.
One up, one down.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Martini.
Nick Martini will hit. Martini launched a homer in his most recent game. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, center field. And he makes the catch. And there's two down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman,
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. On the ground. Tosses to first.
Out.
And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Senzatella winds and deals. That misses the zone. 2-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now here is Jonathan Aranda. Tied up here in the early going.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. It's a ball. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer.
What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, top half of the third inning. Now the left fielder, Jordan Beck. And a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4. three. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ezekiel Tovar getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
And they'll do it again. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 2 and the Rockies 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johnny DeLuca. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now it's going to be Josh Lowe. In the air, left side. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ha-Seong Kim. The 1-1 is fouled off. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for Tampa as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Ryan McMahon.
Next pitch is outside.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That missed by a lot. Full count, 3-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. DeLuca makes a nice running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a ground ball. Kim. Bryant out on the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Michael Tolia.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. That one inside. 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two now. Base knock right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. And a foul ball. Out to short. What a stop. The throw in time. Got him.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now it's Brandon Lau. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
One down, base is empty. Smoked on the ground a second. 2 up, 2 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel. Here's a rocket out to left. And a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Popped up. Tovar. Makes the grab. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 4. It's the Rays 2 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Jansen fields, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's there. He's got it. 2 away. Jordan Beck will hit next. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Into center. DeLuca makes the grab on the run. Back now in Tampa Bay. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Jonathan Aranda.
Ball.
That one misses. 3-1 now.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Oh, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow depth. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. Aranda leads off first with 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now Ha-Sung Kim. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5. It's the Rays 2 and the Rockies 1. And we're back. And here is Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give him one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Activity in the pen for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen up and throwing. Fairbanks getting cranked up as well.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Ezekiel Tovar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This to third, Caminero. Sends it across the first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So up next, Ezekiel Tovar. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Runner takes off. Jansen, great throw. He's out.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw, set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
The Rockies down by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Line, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Taj Bradley is done, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Manuel Rodriguez.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's Bryant now. And that one pulled foul. Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. So a job well done by the Rays bullpen. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Rays 2 and the Rockies 1. Back here at Tropicana Field, where we go bottom six. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jimmy Herget.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
To third, slides for the stop, over to first, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. And that misses. And it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. Lau out on the play.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ripped to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rays held in check here, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Michael Tolia. On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His first homer of the year, and we're starting over. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And a Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Manuel Rodriguez departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Now on the bump, Drew Rasmussen.
Number 57. Drew Rasmussen.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the catcher comes up to him, Hunter Goodman. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He sends a rocket to left, and they jump out front. It's 3-2.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Nick Martini digging in for the Rockies. Tap foul at the plate. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground right side, Lau. On to first. Out. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Next to hit, Kyle Farmer. That one fouled off, 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Misses. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Morel makes the play. 2 down. Next for Colorado, Jordan Beck. Line drive. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that turns the lineup over.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Brenton Doyle. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Beck at second with 2 down. Got him. They limit the damage here. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Jimmy Herget will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Scott Alexander.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. 1 down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Danny Jansen.
And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail it 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that misses. And now 3-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 3, the Rays 2. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Richie Palacios.
They're running out of time in this game, trying to get something started here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Scott Alexander out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Angel Chevy comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Little chopper rolls foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Now fly ball to right center. Doyle sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The right fielder, number 15.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Fought off foul. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That should get the dugout going, and we are all tied up. It's 3-3.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ha-Sung Kim digs in now. Right through there for a strike. Popped in the air, left field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Line drive, base hit, right field. And that extends the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And here is Brandon Lowe. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging, and that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're dialed into the show. So remaining in the game defensively, Richie Palacios. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. And now the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hammered on the line, base hit. And a good start to the inning. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Go ahead run on base. Hunter Goodman now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a ball popped up. Caminero under it. Puts it away for the out. Nick Martini, the next to hit. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Mickey Moniak, a critical at bat in this game for him. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Caminero sizing this one up. Brings it in. Oh, and he's tagging from first. Now he changes his mind and heads back to first without a throw.
The batter number 6, second base,
Kyle Farmer getting ready to hit. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Staying in the game on defense, Mickey Moniak. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Now the left fielder, Christopher Morel. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Angel Cheville done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New arm out of the bullpen, Seth Halverson.
Seth Halverson.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That misses the zone, and a full count now.
That's a really good take.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
No outs, runner at first. Junior Caminero will hit next. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
2-1.
That one at triple digits.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Danny Jansen in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one. Triple digits on the miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
Danny Jansen next to hit for the Rays. Trying to send this extra innings. And that one fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So they can't push across the winning run, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Uceta. He's making his second appearance of the season. So in now for Colorado, Jordan Beck.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side.
And a 1-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Bunting for a hit. And foul ball. That one out to right. That's out number 2.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Ezekiel.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ezekiel Tovar now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
We're in extras here. Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Pitching change here, Jake Bird.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Man at second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Now he breaks his bat. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Josh Lowe. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
And stepping in for the Rays, Ha-Sung Kim. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. Across is the winning run, and the Rays walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
And the final score here, 4-3. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.